Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. Slot man moves right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point up and good by Succo. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see him take a deep shot in this game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Cousins. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
The slot man in motion right. Brady now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. Brady will try again on 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The slot man in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through it and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. This is caught by Evans. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A handoff to Fournette. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. These two teams all tied after 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. From the gun, it's Brady. Now pass underneath for Fournette. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Brady. To Evans on the slant. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Fournette
trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Brady's going to sneak it, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
You don't often see a sneak on 2nd down. Usually that's reserved for a 3rd or 4th down call. But the element of surprise was not with them, and they returned back on that attempt.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Succop's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
To think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Third down. Here's a run by Cook.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Joseph's got it, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Back-to-back runs. I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Now Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The slot man in motion right.
Hey, Alabama. Regular. Hey, 66.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this is caught by Evans. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Fournette, a first down carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Brady to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The slot man in motion right. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. On 3rd down, Cousins.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to get the football back. It's time to run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Slot man moves right. So after the INT, it's Brady. He's got Otten on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, that's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. The slot man in motion right. Second down and goal. Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead now up to 14. Kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins.
It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Brady.
Quick throw, finding Mike Evans.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Slot man moves right. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
In motion right is Jones. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Evans has it left side.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
The slot man in motion right.
Hey, Alabama.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Maybe the turning point they need.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and goal, Brady, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Brady. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Leonard Fournette
From 3 yards out. And the Bucs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been a result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Cousins.
Finding Hawkinson here on the out route.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week. Trying to
touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Brady going to look to throw.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 10, Brady eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The slot man in motion right. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Man open, here is Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Slot man moves right. On 1st down, Brady. He finds his target, it's Evans.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Jones will come now in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away from victory.
I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the...
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second and 5.
The slot man in motion right. Second and 5 now. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Slot man moves right. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Second and 10.
The slot man in motion right. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. Complete to Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Slot man moves right.
Hey, Alabama.
Throwing on second and 8. Brady steps away to his left. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Regular.
The slot man in motion right.
Hey, 66. Check it.
Here's Brady. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Calling a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about 42. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. Cousins. And he fires one incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, ball 66.
Throwing now is Brady. And that is incomplete.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Slot man moves right.
Fire! Secret Linda! Alpha! Ozzy! Ozzy! Here we go!
To throw is Brady. Dancing to his left. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Cook again. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down. Here's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 9 yards, not quite enough. And they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. That's 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. The slot man in motion right.
Go, 66. 72. Hey, second.
Brady now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Up the gut, Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Brady going to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
72.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. A first down throw for Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Forced out to his left. That is caught by Thielen. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 9, Brady firing, and Julio Jones has it on the slant. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alabama. Regular. Hey, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Following the interception, Cousins toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. First down, here's the run with Cook.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Cousins. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. William Goldstein able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Joseph's got it. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The slot man in motion right. They keep it with Fournette on first down.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Slot man moves right. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. In motion right is Jones. Now they'll throw with Brady.
To Evans on the slant. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones. Down inside the 10.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Fournette
will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Fournette again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Slot man moves right.
Let's get that touch.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. This to make it a 2. Succop's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that's an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins now to throw on 1st down.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Cousins.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Cousins again.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one goes for 24 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The slot man in motion right. Brady going to look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now a play fake. Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Cousins now. And this is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Cook, they'll try and run it.
And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Slot man moves right. Inside handoff now to Fournette. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Jones will come now in motion right. To throw is Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
The slot man in motion right. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A shotgun give to Fournette. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can find a way with smiles on their faces.
And when real estate people tell us all the time, it's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.